If you guys have never had Cheez-It grooves, not regular Cheez-Its, but the grooves, you're missing out because these are like the best things in the world. Hi Chingoos, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl SeoulfulSuz, and today's video I'm super excited for because I'm talking about probably like my most favorite skincare product as of last year. Sorry, I keep looking here, but I'm supposed to be looking at the camera, so sorry if I keep going back and forth. I'm still getting used to talking to a camera. Anyways, I'm super excited, like I said, because we're talking about my favorite skincare ingredient. And that skincare ingredient is, as you guys can guess it from the first clip that you just saw, is Centella Asiatica. I feel like Centella Asiatica totally made its way into the Korean skincare world as of like last year or maybe the past year and a half or so, and I'm honestly so glad it did because I've noticed that every product I've been using with Centella Asiatica, it's been really helping my acne prone oily skin. So I think to start this video off, it would be, you know, probably the best thing to explain what the heck Centella Asiatica is. Centella Asiatica is basically a plant. It looks super similar to cilantro. It looks like this. And it's grown in the forest, typically where it's more moist and damp. That's the best condition that it grows in. And this plant actually dates as early as the 17th century. It was used in civilizations throughout India, Africa, France, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, a lot of parts of Asia. People ate Centella Asiatica in their salads as well. I don't know if people still eat it because I personally have not seen it in person, but I did my research and people do eat it. It helps with your immune system, like it helps to make it stronger apparently. It helps with things like lupus and all this other great stuff that this plant does. So Centella Asiatica helps you internally, but it also helps your body externally as well. By that I mean it helps your skin. So Centella Asiatica, it helps to kind of back up the collagen in your skin. For those of you who don't know what collagen is, it's basically a protein that our body produces to help support our skin. It helps our tendons. It promotes elasticity, aka it prevents us from getting wrinkles. But I did some research and I guess every year as we get older, our collagen diminishes by 1%, and it totally makes sense because as we get older, we get more wrinkles. And then our collagen is decreasing as we get older, and collagen is what we need to prevent wrinkles, so it totally makes sense. And collagen, yeah, like I said, we don't, like, as we get older, it diminishes, and Centella Asiatica basically helps to back it up. It helps support it. It helps to, I guess, prolong it in a way so that we don't lose it as quickly and as much as we get older. And yeah, so when you're applying Centella Asiatica products to your skin, you're helping your skin's underlying structure, so it prevents it prevents you from, I guess, aging faster, and it has a lot of good anti-aging properties. I personally can't say it's done anti-aging properties for me just because I'm only 23 and I don't have apparent wrinkles on my face yet, and I hope they don't come anytime soon. But I'm going to keep using Centella Asiatica because it has all these good benefits, so I'm guessing it works for anti-aging. It's also really good for acne, and that's something that really helps me a lot because I have acne and oily prone skin. I do break out a lot. I know on the camera my skin looks flawless and nice, but in reality it's not. I have a lot of acne scarring. I have a lot of breakouts on my chin. Yeah, I've suffered years of acne and a lot of it's gone away, but I still have some, so I'm very grateful that I found out about Centella Asiatica. So Centella Asiatica, it kind of helps soothe your skin when you're breaking out. It helps to calm it down. It promotes a faster healing. It also helps to prevent future breakouts. And it's a really good ingredient for helping acne scarring or any other scars that you might have on your skin. It's also really good for helping things like bug bites. What else is it really good for? Oh, Centella Asiatica, it's also super helpful for people with eczema apparently. I don't have eczema, so I can't attest to that, but honestly, I'm not surprised if it does help with eczema because it does such a good job at helping my acne and whenever I break out. So yeah, this plant just overall has such good, I guess, characteristics. Seriously, Centella Asiatica is a super plant in my book, for sure. Like I mentioned, it totally made a comeback or an entrance into Korean skincare within the past year and a half, and I'm so happy it did because it's honestly been helping my skin so much. So the first product I want to talk to you guys about is my Dear Claire Supple Preparation Facial Toner. I'm going to be super honest, I did not like this toner at first. I saw it everywhere on YouTube and had really good reviews, so I bought it. And after I used it like a few times, I'm like, what the heck? This thing is so hyped up, I don't like it. And honestly, a big part of why I didn't like it was the application of it. So the application of this toner, it's kind of different from your other toners. I know with other toners you put on a cotton pad and then you kind of wipe it on your face, and I personally like seeing that. I like the feeling of it because I feel like my skin is getting clean. I like looking at the cotton pad and seeing the leftover residue that my cleanser didn't pick up, because that way I know that my skin is clean. It's kind of like a mental thing too, but I feel it as well. But this toner, it's kind of different. So this toner, how it works, you basically put it on your hands and then you kind of rub it between your hands and then you gently pat it onto your face until it's nicely absorbed. And that kind of bothered me because I was bothered by the fact that, wait, I'm not going to be able to see how, you know, this toner works, or I feel like patting it into your skin is not enough. I felt like it wouldn't cleanse it. Another reason I did not like this guy was because of the texture and the consistency of this toner. This toner is not liquidy and watery like your usual toners. It's more of a goopy texture. It's kind of like as if someone melted jelly and made it into a liquid form. That's how this texture is. It's a little more thicker. And yeah, that's why I didn't like it. I felt like it wasn't really doing anything, so then I kind of put it to the side for a really long time. I bought this guy last December 2015. No, not December 2015, December 2016. I didn't touch it until a few weeks ago, and I started using it every day because I really wanted to give it a second try because it wasn't irritating my skin. I just didn't like the texture, so I was kind of like, all right, Susie, just give it another try. Everyone says it's such a good toner. Let's just see if it works. And honestly, I have changed my mind. I freaking love this toner now. First of all, it helps soothe my acne so much. Like, because I only used it for such a little time, I didn't really see the difference until I started using it really consistently within the past few weeks, and it helps to really break down, I guess, the harshness that's going on with my acne. It helps soothe it, it relaxes it. It's also super moisturizing. That's what I really love about this toner. I feel like sometimes toners are too harsh, they have too much alcohol, or just too many harsh chemicals that it dries out your skin, but this toner does not do that at all. It's super moisturizing. It's as if someone melted a lotion into a toner. I think that's what this honestly is. It also has a balanced pH level, so it's not too acidic on the skin. And I believe that there's no alcohol in here, so it's perfect for people with sensitive skin. So all my sensitive skin friends, I recommend you check this guy out. Next, we have the TeaTree 90 Essence by LJH. This is also a newer product for me. I got this as a birthday gift, so I've been using it for about 2 months now, and I really like it because it's a combination of my two favorite acne ingredients. It is tea tree oil and Centella Asiatica, and I don't know who thought to put them together, but whoever invented this, I love you so much. I first thought this essence would be like a little too intense for me, just because tea tree oil, if you've never used it before, it's very intense. If you straight up use the oil and you don't dilute it with anything, the smell is really strong. It's also really harsh on your skin. I used to just straight up put it on my face, and that wasn't a smart idea because I totally dried out my skin. I feel like this essence is the perfect amount of tea tree oil and Centella Asiatica put together. I think that's what prevents it from not being so harsh and over drying on the skin. It's also super moisturizing. Like I mentioned, tea tree oil, it can dry out your skin, so I was worried it would do that, but it's actually super moisturizing like it claims to be. Also claims to brighten and even out your skin tone. I personally have yet to see that. I feel like just because I haven't used it for that long, I've only been using it for 2 months, but I will keep using this guy and see if it does that for my skin. The only downside to this guy, I wish it was in a bigger bottle. It's so small. I feel like this thing needs to be in like the size of the Dear Claire's Supple Preparation Toner. I feel like it should be in that bottle because I love it so much. Next two products is probably my favorite Centella Asiatica products I've ever tried to date. And that is the Centella Blemish Cream and the Centella Blemish Ampoule, both by COSRX. For those of you who've never used COSRX before, what are you doing? I feel like out of all the skincare products I've used, Korean skincare, whoa, this thing almost fell out of my hand. Out of all the Korean skincare lines I've tried within the past 1.5 years, hands down, COSRX is my go-to, my #1 brand that I will recommend to anyone and everyone, especially if you have acne, oily, prone skin. I feel like their products are really catered to helping those with acne, and I think it's awesome because honestly, it's really hard to find products that are effective and that stay effective. COSRX for me has stayed effective. My skin hasn't grown immune to it. It works every time I use their products to help my acne. So how I apply the Ampoule, I kind of like to focus it around my chin area. I do apply it to other parts of my face, but especially the chin area because that's where I break out the most. I break out a lot on my chin and kind of like the lower part of my face, so kind of towards the neck. So yeah, I like to concentrate the Ampoule towards there because I feel like if I concentrate it towards there, like it's able to soak it up more and it's able to be a little more powerful on treating my acne. And then after I apply my eye cream, my moisturizer, my very last thing to do is to apply this Blemish cream. And oh my gosh guys, this is the best Blemish cream I've ever used. This Blemish cream absolutely works wonders on my skin. I noticed that when I put this on at night on a zit and I wake up the next day, it's half the size, if not almost completely gone. I really feel like this can help you if you have cystic acne or very large breakouts. This will honestly do the trick. These two combined together, it's honestly the best results I've seen with my acne in a very long time. I'm super grateful that I found these products. So there's a reason why I call these two products my dynamic duo, because they work so well when they're used together. So if you are on the market for a good acne fighting skincare product, definitely check these guys out. Last but not least, we've got a sheet mask. I can't make a video without including a sheet mask because I use a sheet mask like 4 to 5 times a week. Sometimes it's a little too much, but I don't care because it's giving my skin the nutrients that it needs. This sheet mask is by the brand Adaline, and its main ingredient is Centella Asiatica, of course. And first of all, can we just appreciate the packaging? Like, oh, it's so pretty. I freaking love this color so much. It's very sleek and simple. I apply sheet mask after my ampoule is all absorbed into my skin. Something I really appreciate about this sheet mask, it kind of has a plastic barrier over the sheet mask and you kind of peel it apart like this before you put it on. I think that is a great mechanism because that kind of helps to sustain all the essence into the mask without wasting any in the bag. So I think that's a great idea, whoever came up with that. I think the only other sheet mask I've used that had that was the Too Cool for School, the egg cream mask, where it has that little plastic barrier that you rip apart from the mask. It has that. It's not as plasticky as the Too Cool for School one, but it's just like a nice thin layer of plastic that you kind of just separate, and I really appreciate that because I feel like I'm getting all the product on the sheet mask. Something I also like to do with the leftover essence in the sheet mask, I basically fold the bag and I kind of squeeze out all the essence onto my hands. I rub it between my hands and I apply it back onto my face. I like doing this because I don't want to waste any essence in here, and I'm personally not a fan of taking the leftover essence and putting it on my arms. I don't know, like the goopy feeling, I don't like it. So I like taking the leftover essence and I put it back onto the sheet mask. I personally like to put on my sheet mask at night, maybe 2 hours, hour before I'm about to go to bed, because I really appreciate having those full 7 hours of when I'm sleeping. That is the time that my skin is absorbing all the nutrients from the sheet mask and the nutrients from my other skincare products layered on top of each other. And then when I wake up, I really notice a difference in my skin. My skin looks brighter, it looks smoother, it looks healthy. So that is why I personally like putting sheet mask on at night. You will probably never see me putting on a sheet mask during the day unless I have to do a demo or something for a video for you guys. But other than that, I always put a sheet mask on at night. I like to put on my sheet mask anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. I don't like going less than 25 because I feel like, you know, that's kind of a waste of a sheet mask. I don't like taking off a mask and feeling that it's still really wet because it makes me sad and I'm like, oh man, there's all that essence I wasted. So I like going the full 30 minutes. That is my personal preference for sheet masks. I really appreciate this guy because it helps soothe my breakouts so much. I think last week I was flaring up with breakouts all over my chin, and yeah, it just wasn't a fun time. And I feel like this sheet mask really helped to calm and soothe it down. This sheet mask was the perfect final step mixed with all my other Centella Asiatica ingredients to really help calm down my skin. I feel like this is a great sheet mask for the winter time because you can combat acne and dryness all in one. To be completely honest with you guys, I've never seen such good results for my acne prone skin until I started using Centella Asiatica incorporated skincare products. I've dealt with severe acne from ages 11 up to like 19, I would say. That's when it was really severe, and I've tried everything. I tried prescription medicine, I tried herbal medicine, I've tried, you know, recommended skincare products from a dermatologist. I've tried expensive skincare products, and honestly nothing has given me such good results until Centella Asiatica products came into my skincare routine. So I really am honestly speaking from my own experience. So I really hope you guys can really check Centella Asiatica out, and you know, I want you guys to see the same benefits that it gave me through my skin. I know on camera it looks like I have flawless skin, but I don't. As you guys saw in the videos where I was showing you how to put on the skincare products, I have a lot of breakouts going on. I have a lot of acne scars from my past acne from high school and through my teenage years. But it's honestly through that I learned how to truly love myself both inside and out. And honestly, that's my biggest wish for everyone on YouTube who are watching these skincare videos or who are struggling with skincare issues of their own, whether it's acne, eczema, you name it. My biggest hope for people is to just love themselves for who they are, both inside and out. And I have come to that point. It took a long time. It was a very long journey, but you know, I'm here now, and I really hope if you're still on that journey or you're fighting to get there, I'm reading you on because I was there for so many years, and it's honestly the suckiest feeling. But just know that you're beautiful inside and out, and I really hope you guys can come to love yourselves for who you are. And yeah, that's a wrap up of this video. I really hope you guys learned a thing or two about Centella Asiatica. I will leave links down below in the description box, and hopefully you guys can check all those products out. Until then, your girl Soulful. We'll see you in the next one. Bye! Also, shout out to Rihanna. I'm wearing her Fenty foundation. I bought it the other day, and honestly, I think I found a foundation that finally works for my freaking skin. So thanks.